Next, member of the Energy and Commerce Committee from Arizona, John Shadegg.
Thank you, Steve, and I'll be brief. As a former prosecutor and a trained lawyer, I want to make just 2 points. Critically important points for the American people to think about. Number one, we stand before a wonderful building, a building that outlines and stands for justice in America. But justice in America is built upon precedent. This decision by Attorney General Holder is a disaster for 2 reasons. Number one, as a legal precedent, it is unprecedented. Never before, never ever before in the history of the judiciary of this nation have we brought battlefield captured soldiers to the United States to be tried in civilian courts. We have never done it, and we shouldn't do it. It makes no sense as a legal precedent. But our law is driven by precedent. And once we do this for these terrorists, all future terrorists will demand the same treatment. Second, this is an impractical and indeed an absurd decision. You all listened in the questioning of Attorney General Holder before the Senate committee, and he was asked, Mr. Attorney General, if you plan to try these people in American civilian courts, will you have to provide battlefield captured soldiers, terrorists, our enemies, with Miranda rights? Stunningly, the Attorney General of the United States stumbled, mumbled, stared off into the sky, and said, I don't really know. And he was corrected by Senator Lindsey Graham, and Lindsey Graham had it right. You cannot try criminals in American civil courts if you do not give them Miranda rights. Now, do you think the American people want our soldiers in battlefield conditions giving Miranda rights to people because they might be tried in civilian courts? That's absurd. By the way, when the Attorney General was asked who would be tried in civilian courts and who would be tried, as we have always done in history, in military commissions or war crimes tribunals, the Attorney General was equally articulate. He stumbled, he said he said he stared toward the sky and said some would be tried in civilian courts and some would be tried in military tribunals. Both of those are unacceptable to the American people. We need to pass Louis Gohmert's bill and take away the jurisdiction of federal civilian courts to try terrorists captured on the battlefield.
Thank you, John.